Both rolling?
Both rolling.
What is my bio, you mean? Born Missoula, Montana, Eagle Scout. I love to draw guns. I lived at 13th and Wood in Philadelphia. And I was painting something that was a garden at night. And the green was coming out of darkness. And as I was looking at this, I heard a wind and I saw the painting plants move. And I thought, wow, that's cool. If paintings, moved and there were sounds. Twitter, I do.
Twitter, you do?
Yeah, I love Twitter.
What's the difference between Twitter and Facebook?
I don't know. I don't know Facebook. And Twitter, you just have Twitter friends, and you talk from time to time. I don't Twitter enough, probably, but I tell them what I'm doing and ask them what they're doing. It's a feeling that there's many together. I was sitting in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I believe winter was coming on. Philadelphia is called the city of brotherly love. But Philadelphia, when I was there, was a hellhole filled with fear, violence, insanity, corruption, you name it. And it was a fearful place, thick with torment. But I kind of loved it. And I was going to art school. Film to me is sound and picture moving along in time. And it's like music because music, flows through time. And there are movements and there are changes and there's many opportunities when you play with time. Stories they can be abstract and people can still understand them. More often than not, stories are pretty concrete and there's not a lot of room in them for abstractions. And I love abstractions. Learning by doing is, to me, a great way to do it. And most of all the things are common sense. So if you have the idea, you can think up a way to realize that idea. Okay, real good. Okay. Geez, there's a lot of things. Okay, you're going to be Susie. Okay. And Polly, with the red shirt, crouching and banging with the beat. And what is your name? Shavian. You're going to be Sally. You are going to be Danny. You're going to pour the beer all over Sally. Chris, you are going to be Petey. You're going to set your hair on fire. And we'll talk about it. You're just jacked up. Okay, real good. Run out enough so you can scream. And then also at a certain time, so don't let up. We're all going to run around the backyard in a circle. Oh, you're the football guy. You're running in place. You're stamping. Just keep the rhythm going. And you leap up and down every once in a while. And just again, filled with anger. You're going to kill that other team. What is your name? Sally. Petey. You're going to set your hair on fire. And we'll talk about it. And hold it in your mouth enough so you can scream. This is not a fun night. Now, when is that fun? Petey. All of you are filled with kind of a crazy anger, trying to have fun. It's like you're crazy. Strange, because clowns were meant to really make kids happy. And there's, a feeling to a lot of clowns, circus clowns, that it actually produces fear in the kids, or some kind of anxiety.
It was crazy clown time! Crazy clown time!
A clown suit of negativity. This is the stress, anxieties and worries, depression, fear, hate, this kind of stuff. And this is a heavy, heavy, thing. It's like being in a suffocating rubber clown suit. You can see how, in a way, partying has some little thing to do with release of stress. All the different outlets are important to me, all the different art forms. But music is really thrilling in a lot of ways because it involves more than one person. It's a group effort. All of your sound is important, and sound like picture, you can do so much with it later on. There's dialogue, sound effects, then there's sound effects that bridge the gap between sound effects and music, and then there's music. There could be a film someday that one of these songs would, live in.
Right.
But I don't know that right now. Like I say, on Bobby Vinton's Blue Velvet, I heard it a bunch of times. I didn't like that song.
Right.
And then I heard it one day, and out came the starting ideas for Blue Velvet. So you never know what will happen, what will trigger the ideas. If you catch an idea, any idea, it wasn't there, and then it's there. It might just be a small fragment of, like I say, a feature film or a song or a lyric or whatever, but it's all there. You'll say, I'll never forget this idea, ever. This is so thrilling.
Right.
If you don't write it down, it could happen
Right.
that the next day, then you want to blow your brains out.
Oh, it's that bad.
If you lose a great one,
It hurts you that much.
it hurts so bad. No, I think people will understand this video and get into that world and appreciate that world. It's a familiar world.
It feels like an American backyard party,
Yes.
but a little darker maybe.
Well, it's an American story.